What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our late night news roundup here on Anfield Agenda, where of course I'm going to do my best to keep you up to date with the very latest news around Liverpool Football Club with an eye on this summer's transfer window. Over the course of this video, we're going to talk about some of the stuff we discussed in tonight's late night agenda, as well as giving you a little bit of extra news around Liverpool's pursuit of Frimpong of Bayer Leverkusen. That could potentially be a little bit more advanced than we believe. So we're going to give you all that over the next few minutes, as well as the updates around the contract situations. But you're not getting off the hook. We want to know your thoughts, so do let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and most importantly, we'd love you to hit that subscribe button as well. So let's start off with the situation with Trent Alexander-Arnold, because I feel like we need to resolve this before we can move on a little bit. So this from Fabrizio Romano again gives us a little bit of an indication of how Real Madrid deal with these situations. He said that Real Madrid have already started exchanging official documents for Trent Alexander-Arnold signing. So nothing earth-shattering there. But the last line is the one that annoys me as a Liverpool fan. Liverpool will be informed when it's closed. That's the level of respect going on here from Madrid towards Liverpool. You'll be informed when it's done. So apparently Trent hasn't come out publicly to say it. The club haven't come out publicly to say they're signing Trent, but Liverpool will be told when it's done. Cool. That's brilliant. So yeah, my take on that one, well, that's what I expect from Madrid, in all honesty. But there might be an upside to this, because we did speak about the fact that now that Trent Alexander-Arnold is off to Madrid, and it's public knowledge, well, it looks like there's some more money available for Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. Mazraoui earlier on said he believes Mohamed Salah is a matter of time before he's renewed at Liverpool. And there's been lots of talk today about a positive update on Van Dijk as well. David Ornstein dropping news on this one really made my eyebrows raise, because yes, they can go higher, these eyebrows. He said, news on Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool are optimistic that both will renew their contracts. Now, we've heard that before, but the last part of it is the bit that got me excited, and that it's just a matter of time. And I very much hope that that is the case. And to be honest, the vibe that's coming out feels like it will be done. And if we're being honest with ourselves, over the course of the last few months, this is probably the outcome that we expected. Maybe not on the exact timeline we expected, but if I said to you guys a few months ago, would you be okay with Trent leaving but the other two are renewed? A lot of people in tonight's stream said, yeah, that's kind of what they expected. And although all of us would have loved Trent to stay, this is the best outcome from a bad situation, because it's the one that were in Liverpool's control. Trent made his mind up, and that was his prerogative to do so. But the club still had the ability to get Mo and Virgil to stay because they wanted to stay. So hopefully we get these boxed off. We can go into the summer transfer window and we can look to adjust what needs to be done. And on that, let's move on to speak a little bit around that window, because there is now 2 transfer windows. That has been confirmed today. So Sky Sports posted this. Premier League clubs have agreed on the 2025 summer transfer window dates following a shareholder meeting. The window will open between Sunday, June the 1st and Tuesday, June the 10th. That's the early window. I believe clubs are only allowed to sign 2 players in this early part of the window, and this was basically being put in to allow clubs playing in the Club World Cup to beef up their squads a little bit. Will this include Trent going to Real Madrid early? My guess is probably not. They may look at the group stages as being something they can get by without Trent, and then the second half of the tournament, of the knockout phase, Trent will be out of contract with Liverpool and thus able to play. The rest of the summer transfer window, that will open just 6 days after the mini window, June the 16th, and that will run all the way through until September the 1st, and hopefully we get some signings through the door early days. Now, I'm going to move on to speak about the big part of this video, the Frimpong interest from Liverpool, and how it might be a bit more advanced than I've mentioned previously. But before I do, just a quick reminder, we are live in Liverpool for our end of season show, May 28th at the Hot Water Comedy Club. Hopefully you can come along and join us for this all ages event. You're going to see myself, Chris Stonage, Steve Bland, Jack Gill and Connor Crosby all together for an Anfield Agenda reunion and to celebrate a magnificent season. Tickets are priced at just £20 and it's an all ages event. You can get your tickets in the description of this or any of our recent videos. Right, the big part. I'm going to read this out to you as it's written, so bear with me. There's a couple of outlets discussing Liverpool's interest in Frimpong and how it's quite a lot further than we believe. German outlet Bild said that Arne Slot and Bayer Leverkusen's Jeremy Frimpong have been in contact for the whole of the 2024-25 campaign. Now, why would this be, perhaps? Well, because the club probably knew that Trent was on his way out, because we all kind of knew that Trent was likely on his way out. So, it would be, well, fitting of them to start looking to a solution. According to the latest report, Arne Slot and Liverpool have now taken concrete steps to make the move a possibility. And then the Irish Examiner have said Liverpool have held initial talks over the signing of Dutch fullback Jeremy Frimpong. The report adds that Liverpool's interest in the 24-year-old is genuine. Talks between the club and the player are at an early stage. Sources said the obvious domino factor that could accelerate Liverpool's interest would be Trent Alexander-Arnold moving to Real Madrid, amid reports that a deal has now been agreed for the England international to join the European champions. Now, this makes sense. If they know Trent's gone, they're going to look for a right back to come in. All of us think that Conor Bradley is a really talented young right back, but we've known that he's got some injury concerns, and it will be prudent of the club to make sure that they have cover there. Not just shoehorning Jarell Quansah in, but proper cover there. So, for me, if you can get Frimpong for the rumoured 40 million, and he is who Arne Slot wants, I'm happy with that. It would be, I think, a very good set of right backs to choose from. One may be more advanced than Frimpong, and who knows, he may end up being a Mohamed Salah successor long term. But if we have Mo and Virgil for 2 more years, or maybe even further, well, that gives us more time to plan for the future. Dean Huijsen is another name that you're going to hear a lot about over the next few weeks, so we'll keep you up to date on Liverpool, Newcastle and Real Madrid's pursuit of him. The question here is, do Real Madrid have the money to make it happen? Well, we'll keep an eye on it for you. And of course, Milos Kerkez is another name that you're going to hear a lot about over the coming weeks. Fabrizio Romano, in an update on Kerkez, said that he knows Liverpool are interested. As far as he knows, nothing is too far advanced along. But, you know, he's the obvious one, isn't he? Liverpool need a left back. We'll probably see Costas moved on. Robbo, I think, should and will stay. And then if it's Kerkez, well, look, Bournemouth have brought in Julio Soler from Lanús in Argentina in the January window. You know, everybody felt that that was probably preparing for an eventual department of Milos Kerkez. And if Liverpool can get him for a decent price, that's pretty much a decent back 5 then, isn't it? You've got Alisson Becker, Frimpong / Bradley maybe at right back, left back Robertson / Kerkez. Centre back, you could have options like Van Dijk, Quansah, Kanade, who Liverpool think will renew his contract, maybe Huijsen. Then you've got Joe Gomez, maybe he stays, maybe he goes. It's starting to look a bit less daunting, isn't it, for me, the summer transfer window. We will keep you up to date on the pursuit of Isak. Fabrizio Romano said, expect proposals soon from Liverpool and Arsenal. Again, I find it very difficult to believe we get Isak over the line, but if not, Alvarez, again, a difficult one to visualise with the price point. You've got Cunha, you've got Šeško, you've got João Pedro, who Liverpool are interested in as well. So all of this will start to come clear over the coming weeks. But for me, if Virgil and Mo stay, that's probably the best outcome we could have hoped for in this situation. And then it gives us at least a foundation, knowing we're not going to be ripped apart for next season. So that's it from me for tonight, ladies and gents. Do appreciate your thoughts in the comment section. And of course, for your support as always. It was great to get back live streaming tonight after a week away. And we'll catch up again soon. Much love. Bye-bye.